following is a true story about real-life events that have actually taken place in our judicial system. The names and dates have not been changed. They're the same.
Yeah.
They're the same names and dates because it's really not that big of a deal, but it sounds cooler if I talk like this. And Joshua is on the phone today for a second date. If you just missed the first part, he ran over a dude on his first date and had to give a police report and has had to go to court over it and everything else. He was found not guilty of any crime. He says that the guy jumped out in the crosswalk when he was not supposed to be in the crosswalk, and then he ran over his foot. And then when his date screamed, "Oh my God, you hit somebody," he reversed and sort of ran over the guy a second time.
Yeah.
And then his date, Kara, who we're about to call right now to figure out why she's not calling him back, even though we already kind of know,
Definitely no.
left while he was giving the police report, and he hasn't been able to talk to her since.
Josh, I mean, do you have an idea of how to come back from this? Because I don't think it's the accident that's so much the problem. It's your nonchalant attitude about running over a pedestrian.
Again, like the guy didn't tumble in front of the car and smash my windshield. He ran in front of me. I got his foot, and then I kind of nicked his knee on the way back.
All right. It wasn't like you targeted this guy out of nowhere, like, "Hey, hold on one second. This guy needs to get run over." And then put on some AC/DC or something and went after him.
It was just an accident.
All right. Well, I'm going to dial her phone number right now, okay?
Okay, cool. Thank you. Thank you.
Here we go.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Kara, please?
this is Kara.
Hey, Kara, how are you? This is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning.
This is weird.
I can understand how you'd think that. I'm actually on the phone with you right now because we're doing a segment called The Second Date. And basically, we want to ask you some questions about a date that you went on recently with a guy named Joshua.
Oh my God.
Yeah. The thing is, he really liked you, and he asked us to call you and find out why you're not calling him back.
What?
Yeah.
He wanted you to call me?
Yes. He sent us an email and told us about your horrible first date. And he told us that he met you on eHarmony, and you guys
Yes.
were on your way to a concert. And he said on the way to the concert, he was talking to you, and some dude ran out in the crosswalk, and he ran over his foot. Then you screamed, and then he put the car in reverse and kind of hit the guy again.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened.
So is that the reason you're not calling him back, the whole accident? Because he said that you left while he was giving a police report.
I was pretty shaken up. I mean, I've never seen anyone hit by a car, much less being in the car. I mean, it was
Right.
so crazy. And then I had to tell him, "You hit someone." And then we backed up and we hit him again.
Well-
It was like, I mean, he did send me a text message later telling me that the guy was okay, but I mean, I don't know. Like, maybe he's just calling me to, ask me out on another date. I mean, we hit someone on a date.
Okay,
Yeah.
but that was an accident. I understand if you feel like that's a bad omen for a
Yeah,
first
but like
date.
an accident, like what's going to happen on date number 2? What are we going to do?
There's all sorts of options now, I think. The crazy door has been opened. You guys can. The guy on the phone to do a second date today had a very awkward moment on his first date that most people can relate to.
Okay.
You know how when your date starts off and you accidentally run over a pedestrian?
Whoa, what?
Yeah, that is so awkward when that happens,
It's
isn't it?
a little more than awkward.
What's up, Joshua? How you doing?
Hey, Brook and Jubal.
Is he calling us from jail? Because I'm pretty sure it's a felony or something.
I'm not calling from prison. No.
Oh, so you didn't get caught?
No, I definitely got caught.
Oh.
All right. Tell us a little bit about what happened because your email just said, "I need a do-over because I ran over somebody."
Oh my God.
And that's very confusing.
subject
It's like,
line?
all right, we'll do a second date on that. What does that mean?
So here's what happened. I met Kara on eHarmony.
Okay.
She's great. And we decide we're going to go to a concert because we both really dig on music. And I pick her up at a coffee shop, and we're talking, and it's awesome. And I'm just really into the conversation. And then I accidentally ran over somebody.
No, you don't just throw that in there so casually. Like, I pick her up, the conversation's great. Oh.
And then also, yeah, we heard a little thump, and then I realized, did it again. Ran over a person.
Speed bump.
Okay, so people freaked out, but it was not my fault.
Wait, okay, but clarify for me. When you say ran over a person, do you mean like full speed ahead, like thump thump over a person?
No, I was at a stoplight. It had turned green, but he darted in the road, and I figured that it was clear to go. I didn't see him, and Kara yells, "You hit somebody," and I said, "What?"
You had
And
wait.
I-
You had to be told that you hit a pedestrian. You didn't just know that.
Well, I ran over his foot. Like it was his foot.
Okay, so he didn't like hit your windshield and you didn't notice.
No, he didn't crack in the windshield.
Okay.
But I was really paying attention to her because I'm trying to be a better listener. And so I said, what? And there were no cars behind me, so I stopped the car and I put it in reverse. And
Ran over his other foot.
no, I didn't. I just like nicked his knee. I glanced off.
So you almost ran over him a second time.
That's an accurate statement, but in my defense, it was his fault.
No, there's no defense, and you sound like you don't sound guilty about this at all.
I have thought about this a lot, and I don't feel bad about it because this guy ran in front of the car, and I stayed. I filed the police report. You know.
Wait,
I-
what was your date doing the entire time you're filling out a police report?
Well, she left.
Okay, so she
Yeah.
took off. And what did she say to you about the whole situation? Did she say anything before she left?
Well, she stayed around and she was screaming a lot for a while.
I can understand
But
that.
again, I don't think that's me. I think that she had like a family thing that it was bringing stuff up.
What?
Another
So
person.
you're blaming past baggage for her wanting to leave
I don't think
this?
it was about me. I don't think it was about me.
Okay.
What was she screaming?
I mean, there was a lot of the oh my gods. There was a lot of this shouldn't be happening.
And is that the last you've heard from her?
I mean, I was shouting her name out as I noticed as she was leaving, and then the police officer was really stern with me paying attention to him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They usually
So
like
she
you.
might have said something else,
Okay.
but I didn't hear it.
So her walking away while you're filing a police report after accidentally running over some guy's foot is the last thing you've seen of her.
Yes.
All right.
Which, could actually be good for you because she sounds like a key witness in all of this. And I don't think that it was the other guy's fault.
But it was his fault. Like, I have been to court about this. No charges are being pressed.
Yeah, because she wasn't there. Dude, you hit him twice, man.
The second time was a glance. So I disagree with the term hitting twice. Look, it was an accident. It just happened to take place with a really cute girl on a first date, and I just need a do-over. And it will be a do-over where we take public transportation or...
Is that because your license has been revoked?
I still have my license.
Okay.
It's just provisional, so I cannot drive at night.
Okay. So have you tried to call her since then, though? Or will this be your first attempt to reach out?
You know, I texted her and I told her, hey, I know that was crazy. Sorry about the guy. You know, the guy's doing okay.
And nothing? No response?
You know, it's funny, like when you see the little ... dots with the text sometimes.
Yeah.
I think I saw that right afterwards, but then nothing. There's nothing was done.
So she thought about
So
responding
weird.
to you and then stopped herself.
Yeah, it seems like maybe she started to say yes, of course, and then she was just nervous.
All right. Well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date, okay?
I appreciate it.
Yeah, man, hang on.